Hey guys. Hey. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. I had some technical difficulties and then my husband called and wanted to say hi, and so we chatted, and then I had more technical difficulties. But hello and welcome. So on Mondays we usually talk about something that is going to help our lives, our weeks, whatever, some sort of perspective on things or whatever. And saying whatever a lot right now because I'm really tired. This probably won't be the longest broadcast in the world, but that's okay. It's Monday and we're doing it, which is awesome. I'm up here in Vancouver and I'm all like glammed up because I've been shooting my first day of my Matchmaker Mysteries second movie all day, which has been so fun. What a great group. I mean, cast and crew, everyone is just fantastic and I'm having so much fun. So great. You guys, this is going to be really, really fun movie. Matchmaker Mysteries is the movies that I do for Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel. We aired the first one in October, and this one will come out in April. So hey, Scott has higher priority. My husband, yes, my husband. When I'm out of town and we finally get a chance to connect, we're gonna talk. Yeah, everything's great. So tell me, you guys, where are you watching from? If you want me to do shout outs, just say your actual name, because if it's just your handle, I don't know how to pronounce half of these. Um, hey, Paul Green. Yes, Matchmaker Mysteries, Neil. It's in fact, I actually have Matchmaker Mysteries handles on all social media. On Facebook and Instagram, it's Matchmaker Mysteries, all one word, and on Twitter, it's Match Mysteries, all one word. Jenna from Virginia. Hello, Scott in San Francisco. Good evening, Tim from Portland, Oregon. Scott from Kansas City. Hello from New Jersey, George. Teresa from Tennessee. Adrian. Happy birthday, Adrian. Mexico City. Very cool. Hey, John in Monrovia. Hey, Jay, Panthers fan. Kentucky, Austin. Nice. What's my advice for beginner working out? Yoga. Yoga and Pilates is great. And what I love to do is, if I don't have time to work out, I put on music and just jump around and do things. You can do jumping jacks, push-ups on your knees if you want, just walking in place, jogging in place. But the music helps a lot for motivation. So, what's my favorite Hallmark movie to do? It's usually the one that I'm doing at the moment, which is a good thing. People have been asking if there's going to be a reboot of the Wonder Years. It's amazing how people keep asking me that same question. Probably not. I mean, let's be real, probably not. But the Wonder Years was a show about a nostalgic time in our childhood that you can't go back to. That's kind of part of it. It's like baked into it. So I feel like if we you can't do a very Wonder Christmas. It just doesn't work. So, hey, John from Arkansas. Hey, Molly McKellar. Hey, Mark, who's on vacation in Toronto, but you live in Phoenix. That's the most complicated shout out I've done, but awesome. So what we're talking about today, what will our future selves thank us for? What would our future selves thank us for if we did now? And that can be any category you can think of. Delgado, I did not watch the Oscars either. I was focused on one movie and one movie alone last night, and that was preparing for this movie that I'm shooting right now, Matchmaker Mysteries. So what kind of things do you guys do that maybe you don't feel like doing, but you're like, you know what? My future self will thank me for this. Have you guys ever done that, by the way? I do that kind of thing all the time. It helps a lot. Cleaning. Ah, yes. Cleaning, country girl. Working out, learning lines. Yeah, working out. That's a big one. And the truth is, it's not like your distant future self that's going to thank you, because you work out and guess what? You feel good afterwards. So it's really your future self like a half hour from now, right? It's a really short-term future self satisfaction, which is great. I mean, that's ice baths. Oh yeah, SF climber girl, really? Have you done one? Have you? I know who you are. Ice baths is something that I'm going to be doing soon enough. We have ordered a big refrigerator, goes in our garage. Gonna fill it with icy cold water and keep it there. It's a whole different story for a different time. Crunches, yes. No, I did not watch the Oscars. I was focused on learning my lines for this movie that I'm shooting. But I would go on my phone every now and then to see who the winners were. Taking care of yourself health-wise. Yes, Teresa, that is a great thing, whether it's health or diet or whatever. It's you're gonna feel better afterwards. Like, well, I could eat this donut right now and get the satisfaction right now, or I could eat something healthier for me and then feel better than I would. But the thing is, when you do something good for yourself for the future, I feel like there's got to be a way for us to acknowledge it and reward it so that we keep doing it. You know what I mean? In Dallas, you can't hear me. Can the rest of you guys hear me? This is Facebook, I believe. I'm betting they can, or I would have had a whole bunch of people saying they can't hear me. So check your device. Thanks, everyone. The easiest way to get abs for your belly, Sean, honestly, is eating a healthy diet. I mean, look, exercise makes you stronger and is really great for circulation, which is super important for health. But if you don't eat healthy food, your body is still going to pack on weight that you might not want. I have to do the broom challenge. Okay, what is this broom challenge thing? I've seen a couple people do. I'm like, how are they doing that? I don't know. Sing a song. Now you want donuts? Yeah, I know that's the problem. Here's a trick. But if you go out and buy a donut, you're not gonna want to just throw it away. But you can like take a bite of it. I've taken a bite of desserts before and then thrown the rest of it in the trash while I'm chewing. That helps. That can work. You cut out all alcohol 3 months ago and you work out daily. Outdoor Life Hiker One. Was that always your name or did you just change it for this new and improved health? That's amazing. That's very, very impressive. You eat donuts, but then you have to kickbox. Hi from Missouri. Yeah. So anyway, it's just something to think about with our future self. I feel like in life we have a lot of choices that really come down to right now or future. Like, is there some short-term satisfaction or long-term? Like, for example, let's say there's somebody you're really angry at. You could get the short-term satisfaction of yelling at that person. It might feel good to yell at them, but you're probably damaging the relationship and maybe you don't actually want to. Maybe your future self would rather you preserve some of that, not burn the bridge completely. Maybe there was a misunderstanding and you're about to say things that you're going to regret. But in the short term, it was just satisfying to like get that anger out. But maybe future, you would have been way better off holding back, not getting that temporary satisfaction, and then getting the long-term satisfaction of a friendship that you didn't ruin. So it's not just about diet and workouts. It's like more broom challenges. You guys are hilarious. I I can't the broom challenge thing. I just can't wrap my brain around it. And thanks, guys. Am I doing any meet and greet sessions or book signings coming up in the near future? Well, sort of near. In July, I'm going to be at Christmas Con in July in Pasadena, Los Angeles on July 19th. It's a Sunday. So I'll be doing autographs there. And then there'll probably be a book signing that week, actually also in Los Angeles. And before then, in New York, most likely I'll be doing a book signing like probably either June 30th or July 1st, because I got a book coming out June 30th. Sorry, I'm super tired, you guys. Yeah, Kyle, right? Think long term, not short term. And yes, Nelda, for a lot of people, turning to religion for guidance on taking care of our future selves is beautiful. Never burn bridges. I know. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Christmas Con in New Jersey yet, but if I can, I absolutely will. I do cartoon voices. Yes, Wade. You don't burn the bridge, but you lock the gates at both ends. Nice. You know, they say holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Think about that. All right, guys, any last things? We talked about working out. We talked about not eating donuts. We talked about not saying mean things that you might regret later. Things that withholding that immediate gratification, satisfaction for the long term. The thing that your future self is going to be so happy you didn't say those mean words, that you didn't eat that donut, that you did exercise, and maybe volunteer work, doing something kind for someone who you don't even know. That's karma points. You get karma points, when you do that, and that is definitely good for your future self as well. Hi, Joe. But yeah, the Christmas con photo ops are expensive. I agree. My book signings are free. All I have to do is buy one of my books and I'll sign it, and anything else you bring too. So keep an eye out for my book signings. Again, it's going to be June 30th, I think, in New York, or July 1st, probably one of those two dates, or the New York area, and then Pasadena. I think it's Roman's Bookstore. I think it's going to be July 21st. I could be getting that wrong, but something like that. And again, free to attend, free to get, bring it either if you have one of my McKellar Math books already, you can find them all at mckellarmath.com, or if you buy a book there, I'll sign it. So Draco is doing great, and I will see him in just a few days. Yes, be kind to each other, Wes. That is always good advice. Being kind to each other. It's good for your soul. It's just good for your soul. Let's be the bigger people. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Instantaneda. Can I speak some words in Spanish? Oh my gosh. Tell me something. I'm so out of practice. I was trying to learn Spanish, and I will again. Let's see. Una reservación para esta noche? Terrible. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, my dad is 70. He doesn't look it. I know. I took French in school. I mean, like, living in Los Angeles, I don't know why I took French instead of Spanish. I don't know. Well, because my dad speaks some French. That's why I actually speaking my dad. That's why. I do take selfies at my book signings. Absolutely. That's the fun of it. That's what we do nowadays. We take selfies. Yeah. Yeah, it's like people will get a selfie together, usually with a book, and it's a lot of fun. David, I am a very, very hard worker. I don't think everything's relative, but I work really hard, and I have for a very long time. No book signings in Ohio that I know of. What I'll try to do when the book comes out is I'll try to do a thing where I'll like get some bookstores who are willing to ship out signed autographed copies to you. So like you would call the bookstore and say, I'd like my book signed to John or whatever. And then they would collect those names and orders, and then I would go and sign a bunch of them and then send them. And they would only charge you for the book and for the shipping, nothing extra for the autograph. I'm going to try to do that. Oh, thank you, Louise. I didn't get a C minus. I got a C plus. Okay. Yeah, so I did some Insta stories tonight or today about from the Matchmaker Mysteries set. And my co-star Victor Webster was being very funny. He was telling me that I was only getting a C plus in terms of my behavior. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was just being funny. So, oh well, thank you, Vinny. I don't think I get an A plus for my Spanish, but no, Kyle. So far, the only book signings that I think I'm doing are going to be New York and LA. But like I said, I'm going to try to do a thing where at least I can send autographed books, even if I can't meet you guys, and take selfies for other cities. All right, you guys, I'm going to go to bed and get up in the morning and go shoot more Matchmaker Mysteries. So nice hanging out with you. Remember, let's not be tempted by immediate gratification. Think long term, you guys. Let's do stuff for our future selves. Resist the temptation to do bad things that might get you like some sort of short-term satisfaction. But really, and then later you can go, thank you, past Danica. That's what I would say. You would say something different. Thank you very much for doing that, because that was the right thing to do. And I'm so glad you didn't give in to that donut, or to laziness, or to whatever, or to the mean thing you wanted to say. You like really wanted to say it. You didn't. You held back. Good for you. We get Halo points for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank you so much for your follows, for your shares. Thank you when you buy. All my books are at mckellarmath.com. Thank you for sharing pictures of your kids with my books if they're being helped with math and they're finally getting it, which is my favorite thing in the whole world to see. I really appreciate it. And I will repost them when I can. And in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week of doing good things for your future self. Thanks again. Mwah. Bye.